Welcome everyone. We're back for part 2 of solving the equations in the form P times the sum of x plus q equals r. These numbers P, x, q, and r, well, these variables can be any rational number, any fraction, decimal, or whole number. All right, so I want to find a solution. What number makes the left side equivalent to the right side? And again, if you may see these called two-step equations. You may see them called multi-step equations. But at any rate, how to solve them does not change based on what you call them. So we're going to distribute our 8/10. And again, I know that 8/10 is equal to 4/5. And I know that 20 is divisible by 5. So for me, I'm going to go ahead. And change that to 4/5. You could have kept it at 8/10. Just depends on your preference for how you like what you like to multiply fractions or decimals. So if I multiply 4/5 times 20, I'm going to get 20 divided by 5 is 4. 4 times 4 is 16. Plus 4/5 x equals 36. Now I'm going to subtract 16 from both sides. I'm not sure I'm going to have enough room for this. So I have 4/5 x equals 36 minus 16 is 20. We'll come over here. So I have 4/5 x equals 20. So to solve that, I need to multiply both sides by the reciprocal of 4/5, which is 5/4. See how everything builds on itself in mathematics. 4/5 times 5/4 is 1, so that cancels out. X equals. Now, in case you don't know what I'm doing here, I'm going to go ahead and do it the long way. So I have 20 to 1 times 5 to 4. I'm going to simplify. Get 5. X equals 25. Okay? All right, number 8. I don't think I have any knowledge checks on this page, so we'll go ahead and go through this. So we're going to distribute the negative 2/3. So I have a negative 2/3 x equals. Now I'm going to do this one a long way for you on the side. 2/3 times 12, simplify, 4, I get 8. So a negative times a negative is positive, that's a plus 8, equals 24. You have to know how to multiply by those fractions. So I'm going to subtract 8 from both sides. So now all I have left is negative 2/3 x equals 24 minus 8 is 16. Now I need to multiply by the reciprocal, and hope I have enough room here. Negative 3/2. Negative 3/2. Because a negative times negative is positive, and if I multiply by reciprocals, I get 1. That goes away. So x equals, I'll do it the long way again, 16 to 1 times, the mass has to be negative, right? Because it's a positive number times a negative number, times 3/2. Simplify 1, 8. My answer is negative 24. All right. Now, in this case, I could change it to 3/10, but let's go ahead and do it that way. So I'll make this a negative 3/10. Why? Because I know I can divide 20 by 10. This may save me some time. It may not. I just like fractions sometimes. I like decimals other times. That's why it's important to be able to convert between the two and use what you like. So I have a negative 3/10 times some number x plus 3/10 of 20. I'm sorry. That's a negative times a positive. So that should be negative. 20 divided by 2. I'm sorry, 20 divided by 10 is 2. 3 times 2 is 6. Minus 18. Now I'm going to have to add 6 to both sides. I'm left with negative 3/10 x. I am more negative here. By how much? By 18 minus 6 gives me 12. I need that room. I'm going to come over here. I have a negative 3/10 x equals negative 12. I have to multiply both sides by the reciprocal, negative 10/3, negative 10/3. That becomes 1 equals, it's negative 12, right? Yep. Divide by 3, divide by 3. Negative times negative is positive 40. Okay. All right, last one. 1/4 looks good. Why? Because I know if I multiply by 1/4, I'm actually dividing by 4. I can divide 24 by 4, so I'll leave it like that. So I must distribute by 1/4. Add 1/4 times x plus 1/4 times 24 is actually 1/24 divided by 4, which gives me 6. I subtract 6 from both sides. 1/4 times x equals 2. Now to get x by itself, or in some cases some would say isolate x, I need to multiply both sides of the equation by 4. Because 4 is the reciprocal of 1/4, that becomes 1. My answer is 8. All right, guys, you should be pros at this by now. I think that's it. Yes, that's it. End of lesson. Talk to you soon.